So this is yet another review of the iPhone 6s, and yes, I know it's quite old, but also we have to accept the fact that there are still a few people looking forward to getting one this particular year due to many reasons that sort of complements the form factor of this 5-year-old device. And trust me, the phone might seem too old, but since old is gold, I think it's a fair smartphone to own up to date. So what are some of the features that might glue you to this phone? Let's start with the software. Just for heads up, I ditched using the 6s for almost 2 entire months while undergoing repair and other stuff, and also using my legendary Galaxy S4 because that was the only phone I had at my disposal. It is difficult to explain to you, but there is a massive difference in terms of speed of these two phones. Seriously, the 6s just puts to shame the Galaxy S4 by a very big margin, clearly showing how fast this phone can be despite it being old. I know it's an unfair comparison of course, but trust me, even after trying phones released at the same time frame as the 6s, I have to say that I am pleased. This phone is quick and I have to compliment Apple for that, despite some minor staggers and delayed app opening speeds, which of course you are prone to experience now and then. But it is worth forgiving that because the animations are really fluid and pleasing. I also love iOS 13 in general, very clean and subtle layouts and graphics. The supreme dark theme, which as of now is rapidly spreading to almost all apps on the phone. But it has been rumored that the 6s may support iOS 14, which is contrary to iOS update standards, but it might be a possibility since iOS 14 will not have any drastic UI changes. Again, this is a rumor. Rumors will always be rumors, whether true or false, but you're crossing fingers that this wish comes to a fulfillment. Other than that, you're getting decent cameras both front and back, very good quality despite their ages, but not as superb as its successors, but very close. It still has a headphone jack for the headphone nerds. It has 3D touch, which is still functional as opposed to the annoyingly slow haptic touch. It has very good sound quality coming from both speakers, though it doesn't support stereo sound. Some decent specs which in my opinion seem to keep the phone more capable up to date. Overall, it's a functional device that just does what you want it to do. If you're a fan of holding premium aluminum phones on your hand, then this is the phone that you're definitely looking for. It always takes a moment to always appreciate the design and look of this phone, especially in the gold color. It has drawbacks too. For example, battery life for me has significantly degraded, so having that charger around you is definitely handy. Again, I would have loved to have stereo speakers, and also you would want to protect your device from slipping out from your hands with a case because it really costs a fortune to repair the screen, something that I really went through, and let me tell you, it is not a good experience, trust me. Not so much for the 6s in this video again. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to upgrade, just praying it happens, but I think for 2020 I'll still be keeping this device. I won't recommend this phone to anyone who is really anticipating a lot from a feature-packed device. This is just a smartphone to buy if you really want a phone that just works and perhaps you really want to enjoy Apple's ecosystem and also built-in apps like the new Apple Arcade, Apple Music, iMessage, and FaceTime. To conclude, Apple tries to uniform its user experience across all smartphones in the platform as much as possible, and yes, it is really great, especially on the 5-year-old device like this. Fingers crossed that it gets iOS 14, but even though chances are less than 50%, I mean, life continues. Get the 7 or 8 if you want to know why. I'll leave a link in my video below. They have fairly similar phones but have the same form factor of the 6s. There's also an in-depth review that I made last year. I'll link the video down in the description below. It also goes in-depth and at least it's a full review for the iPhone 6s. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Feel free to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching again. I've been your host, Maxwell. Something that I really went through, and let me tell you, there's also an in-depth